Hi everybody. So there's just a little election update for you. We're nearing the election day. It is November 3rd and today is November 1st, so we're getting there. I wanted to go over with you this really interesting article I found is about when we might get results for certain swing states on election day. So I wanted to go over some of these with you so you know what to expect. So first of all, before I start this, I just want to let you know that don't expect results on election night. Please do not. We're not going to know. We are going to know for some states, but we're not going to know. We're not going to know who won. So let's start. So Arizona, right? Arizona, Florida, and Georgia all count ballots before election day. So these are all states that the ballots that have come in, they count them, right? And so we will have a more advanced idea of who might win, right, on election night, which is good for us.
So what I'm trying to understand from you is that means there's some states that even though people are voting early, they're not even counting those votes yet.
Yes.
Until when?
Until election day. There are 22 states, I believe I'm getting this right. 22 states can count before election day. 25 or 20 something, a little bit more, cannot. They only start counting on election night around 8 p.m. So, Arizona, Florida, and Georgia, though, are all counting before. Michigan is different. So, Michigan starts counting November 2nd. So, that's tomorrow. So, Michigan is going to start counting the ballots that have already been submitted tomorrow. It says Michigan expects to have unofficial statewide results available November 6th. So that would be the Friday, I believe, after election day. It says if not earlier, once all ballots are counted. Minnesota is same as Arizona, Florida, and Georgia. It counts ballots before. I don't see Minnesota as a swing state, but that's a different story. North Carolina. Okay, North Carolina is interesting. Mail-in ballots can be processed before November 3rd, but not counted until that day. Still, a heavy volume of in-person votes this year means that voters can expect to see more advanced results on election night if everything goes according to plan. So this is interesting that I found. Election day votes in North Carolina will be counted last. The state expects it will report results on election night reflecting more than 95% of votes cast in the election.
So North Carolina will know more about people who voted in advance on the night of. But the people who are voting on election day will know about them last.
In North Carolina, yes,
right.
Which is good. Because
good for us? Why?
Yes. Well, because it will give us, first of all, a sense of hope. And it'll give us more of a sense of what the actual election turnout is going to be like. Because what you might realize when you wake up on November 4th, a lot of states count the election day results first. And so many Democrats and people who are voting for Biden have been voting mail-in, which is great, but they are normally counted later. So what you're going to find is the first results are going to lean towards Trump. And then they're going to switch back to Biden later. So this also says that candidates' claims of victory do not factor in with the actual result.
I hope so, because there can be this push from the Trump campaign to say, look, we're winning, we won.
Yes.
And anything else is fake news.
It says that any candidate that declares victory is not an official statement of victory.
Who said that?
So this is, let me see what this is. This is Washington Post. So Washington Post writes, do candidate declarations of victory do not factor in with the time that we'll get them and whatnot. So we just did North Carolina, right? Wisconsin does not have mail ballots counted until Election Day. So Wisconsin is one of those states that we will not know
for a while.
So, yes. So Wisconsin doesn't even know. They haven't put out a statement saying we might have results by this time. There's no official statement.
Summarize for us what's hopeful about this information, because you could go through each and every state. But
Absolutely.
I think what's more important is to synthesize for people what's hopeful about this.
I think that this is good information for us so that we know what's going to happen. If we're walking into Election Day blind, right, and we are we're watching the TV, we're watching the news, and we don't know what's going to happen, I think that's a little bit dangerous, because then we can come to horrible conclusions and we can come to a state of despair. If we have a sense of what is going to happen, we can be more hopeful about the future.
So where did you get this information so people could look this up if they want?
So this is the Washington Post. The article is called "When We'll Find Out Election Results. Here's what we know about swing states, ballot counting, and more." I looked up which state will we know first. It's the first result.
All right. Thanks so much, Rainer.
Thank you so much.